Hi everyone, my name is James and I am the founder and managing director of Audeara. We are a hearing health technology company that has its foundation in providing an incredible experience to help people suffering from hearing loss get the best possible outcome. The core of our proprietary technology is offering people the chance to perform a hearing check themselves and then using that technology to change the sound outcome from their headphones so it matches their unique hearing profile. We have two primary business streams that have been active in market for the last 5 years. The first are our own brand products, which are Audeara. And I'll be going and taking you through how we promote the Audeara products, and that is selling our own branded products through audiology clinics into the places where people with a hearing loss are looking for solutions. We've captured every clinic in Australia. We have global partnerships with 3 of the big 5 audiology groups, and that has led to an increase in our sales through the NDIS here in Australia. On the back of the success of selling our own products through the audiology industry, we have launched AUA Technology, which is our licensing and contract manufacturing stream, where we have just started developing products for large multinational third parties to bring their products to market in streams outside of the audiology industry. I think it's fundamental to understand that the boom of the biotech is based around the fact that we are in market, we are making revenue, we are heading towards profitability, and that has been increasing quarter on quarter, year on year, as we grow at home in Australia. When we listed and we did our IPO, we had 500 clinics. We were selling some units with 3 of the 7 players here. Since we listed, we've then gone through and progressively claimed every single audiology group in the country. That was our focus. Grow the amount of clinics stocking our products, grow the amount of revenue per clinic. The line keeps going up. The revenue grows, the cash receipts grow, and the profitability is just around the corner. What we've seen on the back of that is then the introduction of AUA technology, which has just started. And when we pile the new product offerings on top of our existing product offerings, that's when we really take off. So let's talk a little bit about Audeara. At the core of Audeara, what we were trying to do is give people with a hearing loss an incredible experience. There is a huge reluctance in the community and the community at large for people to take action about their hearing loss. Most people wait 7 to 10 years from being told they have a problem and being diagnosed with a hearing loss before they take any action. I saw that in my own grandfather. He was at university, age 85, hearing loss set in, he wouldn't engage, and the problem with that, despite feeling a bit embarrassed and despite feeling a bit off, is that hearing loss is the leading preventable cause of dementia. And what we're talking about is the impact of your entire cognitive function from suffering from a hearing loss. But getting into the hearing aid market is something that multi-billion-dollar companies put a lot of effort into doing, and where we found our gap in the market was focusing on entertainment. So where we put our energy is ensuring that we could provide a product for people to simply have a better entertainment experience. We were bringing music back, we were bringing movies back, we were bringing the TV experience back to couples. What we found is that 70% of people who walk into an audiology clinic rate listening to the television as one of their single greatest pain points. I'm very clever. I have a lot of degrees. I still do surgery every now and again. We had robotics engineers, we had quantitative analysis, we had all of our technological superiority. Our technology helps couples stop fighting when they watch TV. Sell a headphone, save a marriage. And the fun part is, it actually works. I took the phones last week, which is something I like to do every now and again, and the people that call, they just want the TV to work again so their husband stops yelling about what's going on in the volume, or the TV stops being so loud that the neighbours complain. And it is something that, from the laughs around here, I think we can all relate to. So what we did is we took our core technology, very clever, this idea that you can tailor the sound to everybody's individual need, and we developed a little TV widget. So now we have TV listening headphones. And we had a gateway drug for people to do something about their problem today and get on the journey towards actively fixing their hearing loss, come back later and get the hearing aid that we know everybody needs. And that made us good friends with the audiology clinics. The reason we like the audiology clinics is because they are the gatekeepers to the government funds. There are 3 government-funded programs in Australia that allow over 1 million people in this country to get our headphones zero out of pocket. We have the Department of Veterans Affairs Rehabilitations Program, we have the Hearing Services Program, and we have the National Disability Insurance Scheme. The Hearing Services Program and the Department of Veterans Affairs, you have to visit a certified audiologist at an audiology clinic. So people can get our product for free if they go and see an audiologist, so we put our product in the audiology clinics. That has gone really well. The next part is seeing how we can use that technology and use that same gateway drug, entertainment focused, get you on the journey style approach to start helping those audiology clinics make more money, stop turning people away, and convert more people into being hearing aid wearers. That's why the audiology clinics like us. In Australia, we have relationships with all of the global audiology companies. They have taken us to 3 continents, and we are just getting going with WSA, the Demont Group, and Amplifon. We have global agreements with the Amplifon Group, who is the single largest audiology retailer on the planet. They stock 1 headphone, and it's ours. We have that global deal. This morning, we announced that France just ticked over and started stocking the product. That's the 2nd largest single account on the planet, and we got it this morning, which we're pretty happy about, because it's going to lead to an enormous growth to address this problem of the 2 billion people who should be doing something and they aren't. So we are going to partner with the big 5 groups and have our product be the #1 non-hearing aid product sold globally, which we're very excited about. The next part is AUA Tech, the really sexy part. That's the part in the back pocket that we've just kicked off, which is actually going to take the world by storm. The leading audiology provider in Taiwan happened to go to med school with his wife. He's a lovely guy. He's launching into China. He gave us 2.8 million at a premium and asked us to develop him a product. We've been working very hard on that product, and a month ago, I showed it off to a number of the audiology providers in the largest audiology conference on the planet in Nuremberg, and they really liked it too. So when that product comes to market, it's going to be incredibly successful. On the back of our personalisation technology, we've partnered with one of the largest global music instrument companies on the planet, and we are building a product for them that they are paying us to build, and when it comes to market, we take a clip of the ticket onto high-volume consumer electronics. So when we listed, we had 1 product in a number of clinics in Australia. We're about to have 4 products in market on 4 continents across audiology, consumer electronics, and an audiology-built white-labelled product into the largest provider in the fastest-growing market on the planet. And the outcome of that is building the rainbow. So what you see here is a core of our business at the bottom And when the top two, which are AUA Tech and international sales, start to dwarf the Australian sales, we all do really well. Thanks very much. Get on board. I'll be here all night. Thank you.
Very good.